Live from the 412, it's Platt's point of view, y'all. Let's go. Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Platt, and this is Platt's point of view, where I give you my opinions and thoughts on sports locally and nationally. We honor the old school and new school in our old school, new school segment. I highlight a few good kids in my high school spotlight, and later on, I'll tell you who needs to turn up and get lit. So let's get started. College basketball. Congratulations to the Kansas Jayhawks, 2022 NCAA men's basketball champs. Head coach Bill Self and most outstanding player, Ochai Agbaji. Agbaji averaged 17 points per game, 4 rebounds, and shot 46% from the floor during the Jayhawks' 6-game tournament run. Congratulations again to the Kansas Jayhawks. I surely didn't pick them. Shout out to y'all, man. We'll see if y'all can win it back-to-back next year. Also, congratulations to the South Carolina women's basketball team. Head coach Don Staley and most outstanding player, forward center Aaliyah Boston. Boston had 11 points and 16 rebounds in the championship game. It was her 30th double-double of the season. That girl's an animal. Also, shout out to Oscar Tshiebwe, 6'9", 240-pound forward out of Kentucky. Tshiebwe recently won the John Wooden Award, joining Anthony Davis as the only other Kentucky player to win the award, and he becomes Kentucky's first ever unanimous Player of the Year award. Tshiebwe won all 6 NCAA recognized National Player of the Year awards. Clean sweep. Tshiebwe averaged 17 points, 15 rebounds. He shot 60% from the floor. He had 28 double-doubles, the most in Kentucky basketball history. You are probably wondering about his NBA future. I kind of see a mixture of Antonio Davis and Dale Davis and Ben Wallace. This guy's a certified glass eater. His offensive game could use some skills. You know, he gets a lot of putbacks, not really that refined offensively, but defensively, he's going to make moves in the NBA, and he's going to be a stud defensively right off the bat. Let's go on into some NBA news. I don't know if you all know this, but it's an international takeover in the NBA. The rest of the world has definitely caught up very fast. Check this out. An American-born player hasn't won NBA MVP since the 2016-2017 season, and that's probably going to continue this season. MVP frontrunners are Giannis, Jokic, and Embiid. Since 2016-2017 season, every defensive player of the year has been an international player. Rudy Gobert winning 3, Giannis winning 1. Also, a record 6 international players were named to all NBA teams last season. Told you, they're coming. This year's All-Star game had 6 international players and 4 were starters. Another thing, NBA All-Star Weekend had 15 international players from 12 different countries. That's remarkable. NBA opening night, they set a record with 121 international players from 40 different countries. And how about the Bucks trio of Giannis, Chris Middleton, and Drew Holiday? This trio was on pace to become the first trio in NBA history to average at least 18 points and 5 assists per game. Giannis, 30 points a game, 5 assists. Middleton, 20 points a game, 5 assists. Drew Holiday, 18 points, 6 assists a game. They're my favorite to repeat and win their second NBA title. Now let's go on to the NBA Rookie of the Year. My NBA Rookie of the Year pick. I'm going to unveil it shortly. This year's rookie class has been very exciting. The Rookie of the Year race is tight with only a few games remaining. There's a few guys, too, that was picked in the second round that balled out. Here's a fun fact before I get into that. Raptors rookie Scottie Barnes is the first rookie since Magic Johnson to play all 5 positions in a single game. As far as Rookie of the Year, first guy I like, Cade Cunningham. 17 points a game, 5 rebounds, 5 assists for the season. Cunningham, he started the season off slow, had a couple little dust-ups or whatever, but he's proved to be more than worthy of the number 1 pick. He's been balling out the second half of the season. Cunningham averaged 22 points, 5 rebounds, and 7 assists in the month of March, joining only Michael Jordan and Oscar Robertson as the only rookies in NBA history to average 22 points, 5 rebounds, and 7 assists in a month. Amazing. Another guy who I think is going to get Rookie of the Year, Scottie Barnes from the Toronto Raptors. 15 points a game, 7 rebounds, 3 assists. Scottie Barnes, he stepped his game up recently, averaging 18 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists, and shooting 54% from the floor. Barnes can defend multiple positions. He can handle the rock. He can shoot the three. His versatility is a major asset for the Toronto Raptors. Barnes is a certified stat sheet stuffer. He does everything. My NBA Rookie of the Year, it's going to be co-Rookies of the Year. Cade Cunningham and Scottie Barnes are both having great seasons, and they deserve it. You know what I mean? Mobley probably would have been in there too. He got hurt. He just came back, and we'll see. But these following rookies, they've all balled out too. Don't sleep these guys, because all these guys' futures are very bright. Let's start with Ayo Dosunmu for the Chicago Bulls. He plays point guard and shooting guard. Ayo was a steal. It's still mind-blowing to me. He fell to the second round. He's a combo guard who has locked down defense. He's been pretty efficient scoring, too. His numbers are solid across the board, 8 points per game, 2 rebounds, 3 assists on 52% shooting from the floor. Next up, how about Jaylen Green, the shooting guard for the Houston Rockets? 17 points and 3 assists per game for the season. Jaylen Green is probably the best scorer in this rookie class. This season, Green has shown nothing but elite athleticism and a knack for scoring, and also highlight reel dunks. Man, his dunks be crazy. Since the All-Star break, Jaylen Green is averaging 21 points, shooting 46% from the floor and 39% from three-point range. Jaylen Green's going to be a star. Next up, you got Evan Mobley, center, power forward, big man for the Cavs, 14 points a game, 8 rebounds, shooting 50% from the floor. Unfortunately, Mobley's been out with an ankle injury. He just came back recently, so hopefully he can come back and help the Cavs in the playoffs and the play-in tournament and so on. But when he was healthy, he showed everybody he can ball out with the best of them. He can stretch the floor with his shooting. He makes occasional three every now and then. He can score inside. He makes his teammates better. And he can guard multiple positions at 7 feet. That's crazy. He probably might not get – he probably would have won Rookie of the Year if he wouldn't have got hurt late in the year. Next up, my guy out of Virginia Commonwealth, plays for the Denver Nuggets, Bones Hyland, the point guard. He's averaging 10 points a game. Hyland gets straight buckets, y'all, straight buckets. He's been nice since All-Star break. He's averaging 12 points and 4 assists since the All-Star break, shooting 37% from three-point range. Bones Hyland, he's starting to get a reputation for hitting late-game shots. He's hit a few for the Denver Nuggets this season. Another guy, I was a big fan of him out of Baylor. He has a nonstop motor. I'm talking about point guard Davion Mitchell for the Sacramento Kings. His nickname is Off Night. Yeah, right, Off Night. He's been known all season for giving opposing guards hell. Straight, yeah, he's been shutting everybody down on opposing nights. And guards, they don't really like going against this pesky guy. He's a pest on defense. He's averaging 11 points a game, 4 assists. And since De'Aaron Fox got hurt, Davion Mitchell was averaging 21 points a game and 7 assists. And last but not least, how about Devin Booker, Kevin Durant, and Jason Tatum? They're the only 3 players since the All-Star break to average 30 points a game, shoot 50% from the floor, and 40% from three-point range. What an accomplishment. Let's move on to some NFL news. Honey Badger, please come to the Pittsburgh Steelers. We currently don't have a strong safety with Terrell Edmonds still being a free agent, and I wonder why. Tyrann Mathieu is still available. Ooh, him and Minka together, that would be a nice duo. We shall see. But these are some notable other free agents who are still available. Start off with quarterback Ryan Fitzpatrick. He could be a good backup for somebody. At the wide receiver spot, you got Odell Beckham, Jarvis Landry, and Julio Jones. Pardon me. They're still available. How about running back David Johnson? He's been injury prone, but he's still a quality running back. On the line, you got Eric Fisher and Dwayne Brown. They can help somebody. Pass protection, run blocking. On the D-line, you got a former Steeler and Chief Melvin Ingram. You got Justin Houston, Jason Pierre-Paul. I'm surprised he hasn't re-signed with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, so we'll see. On the D-line also, you got Calais Campbell and Big Adama Kinsu. They're still available. At linebacker, how about Anthony Barr and Dante Hightower, formerly of the New England Patriots? Those guys are available. They can be quality run stoppers for a team. Cornerback, Stephon Gilmore, Steve Nelson, and Joe Hayden still available. If I'm not mistaken, Rodney McLeod, he just signed with somebody recently. Can't remember right off top. I'm sorry. But Pittsburgh Steelers, I really like what you guys have done in free agency so far. I think the signings of cornerback Levi Wallace and middle linebacker Miles Jack will pay off big time for the Steelers. Not to mention the signings of O-lineman Mason Cole and James Daniels, plus special teams ace gunner Ozawuski. Steelers were aggressive the first couple of days of free agency, and I loved it. This is a crucial offseason for Steeler Nation. The draft is right around the corner, and I can't wait to see who the Steelers draft. Let's go on to our NFL draft profile. We're talking about quarterback out of Alabama A&M, Akil Glass, 6'4", 230 pounds, two-time SWAC Offensive Player of the Year, two-time first-team All-SWAC, two-time Deacon Jones Trophy Award winner, which is the best player in HBCU. This past season, Glass completed 62% of his passes. He threw for over 3,500 yards, 36 touchdowns to 7 interceptions. Glass is a very intriguing HBCU prospect. Please don't sleep. He has a big arm that can stretch the field for sure. At 6'4", Glass has good height to see over the defense. I mean, he's far from Michael Vick when it comes to speed and athleticism, but he's mobile enough and far from a statue in the pocket. Glass was a standout at the National Football Players Association Collegiate Bowl. His deep balls, it's nice. It's not accurate all the time, but it's nice. He's a pretty good decision maker, and he's gotten so much better going through his progressions. Glass has major upside and should get drafted. Me personally, watching Akil Glass, it reminds me of a Jacoby Brissett, so we'll see how that translates to the NFL. Now let's go old school, new school.
Old school, new school, youngest take notice. Old school, new school, youngest take notice. Old school, new school, youngest take notice. Old school, new school, y'all.
Old school, Lenny Dykstra, center fielder. He played in the major leagues from 1985 to 1996 for the New York Mets and the Philadelphia Phillies. He's a 3-time All-Star. He's a World Series champion in 1986. He's a Silver Slugger Award winner in 1993. His career batting average, .285, 81 homers, 404 RBIs, and 1,278 hits. Check this out. Since retirement, Lenny Dykstra has had a few financial and legal issues. He filed for bankruptcy in 2009. In 2011, he was arrested for bankruptcy, fraud, grand theft auto, and drug possession, as well as indecent exposure. He served 6.5 years in prison, but no way by any means does this take away what Lenny Dykstra achieved as a baseball player. Dykstra was a confident but wild outfielder who would run into walls with no regard. His teammates, they used to call him Nails for his toughness. Lenny Dykstra was a certified gamer, old school. New school, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., first baseman, designated hitter, third baseman for the Toronto Blue Jays. He's been playing in the league since 2019 until now. So far, his batting average, .289, 72 home runs, 213 RBIs. He's a 2021 All-Star. He's all Major League Baseball first team in 2021. He's the American League Hank Aaron Award winner, and he was the Major League home run leader last season. Guerrero Jr. is widely regarded as one of Major League Baseball's best active hitters. Last season, he finished second in AL MVP voting. And I tell you what, I can picture Guerrero Jr.'s name near the top of the all-time home run list when his career is over. Guerrero Jr., he pretty much was destined for greatness. He hit a home run his second day as a Major League Baseball player, for crying out loud. New school, y'all. Vlad Guerrero Jr. Let's go to Mark My Words. Mark my words. Mark my words. Mark my words. Newly acquired Steelers middle linebacker Miles Jack will have an instant impact for the Steelers, and I am predicting over 100 tackles with at least 2 interceptions. Mark my words. Miami Heat shooting guard Tyler Hero will win NBA Sixth Man of the Year. Tyler Hero is averaging 20 points a game. He's shooting 39% from three-point range, and he's been excellent off the bench for Miami all season, and I expect that to pretty much continue in the NBA playoffs. Mark my words, Shakur Stevenson will defeat Oscar Valdez April 30th and become unified champion. My man, y'all know I love him. If you follow me, Stevenson is the truth. Mark my words, Toronto Maple Leaf center Austin Matthews will win the Hart Trophy, which is the NHL MVP. Matthews leads the NHL in goals, and he's in top 5 in points. This kid is an offensive machine. He's the NHL's best goal scorer, and he's pretty much getting better every single day. Let's go to our high school spotlight. Shout out to 2022 Trib Live High School Boys Player of the Year, Adu Farrow, 6'6", 190-pound combo guard out of Quaker Valley. This past season, he averaged 23 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists, 4 steals, and 2 blocks. Farrow had 31 points and 17 rebounds and 7 blocks to win the Class 2A Whippeal Championship over Montour. Farrow and his running mate, Marcus Frank, they led an undefeated Quaker Valley team to the state championship game where they would suffer their only loss of the season to Philadelphia powerhouse Newman Goretti. Farrow is a combo guard with a very nice skill set. So far, he has offers from Pitt, Maryland, Cincinnati, Duquesne, UC Santa Barbara, Long Island, and most recent, Kentucky, the Kentucky Wildcats. After head coach John Calipari came to watch Farrow in a state title game, he offered him. Farrow's dad played for Coach Calipari at Memphis in the early 2000s, so don't be surprised he ended up at Kentucky. Also, I want to give a shout-out to all the local teams that made it to Hershey for the PIAA state championships. Great job to all the teams, winners and losers. Bishop Canevin boys, Shar Valley girls, Aliquippa boys, Newcastle boys, Neshannock, and all the other teams. Y'all did a great job. Good. That was excellent for y'all. Great. Let's go on to the McDonald's All-American game. MVP, start with the boys. You got Derek Whitehead. This 6'6" Newark, New Jersey native and Duke commit, he took home MVP with 13 points, 7 rebounds, and 7 assists. He should be a nice swingman for the Duke Blue Devils next season. As far as the girls' game, guard Kiki Rice and forward Gabriela Jaquez, both going to UCLA. They earned co-MVP honors. They both scored 17 points each. I look forward to seeing you guys succeed in your career athletically and academically at UCLA. I'll be paying attention. Also, congratulations to junior Nyasia Bitten from Obama Academy. She recently won the 100-meter hurdles at the South Hills Classic in Baldwin, PA. This event features some of the best track and field athletes in the Western Pennsylvania area. Bitten was also a starter on Obama Academy's Girls City League basketball team that won the City League championship. Her dad, former Perry High School and Vermont University standout Eddie Bitten, who also coaches the Mississippi State girls in the SEC. Nyasia, her stepmom is Dania LaForce. She's an assistant coach for the Atlanta Dream of the WNBA. Also, Benton's stepbrother is Los Angeles Clippers swingman Terrence Mann. Wow, what an athletically talented family. What a blessing. Let's move on to Pitt football. Pitt football, the Pitt spring game is coming up in the next couple of days, if I'm not mistaken. So here's a few players to keep an eye on. Quarterback, Keaton Slovis. This former USC starter threw for over 7,500 yards with 58 touchdowns in 3 seasons with the USC Trojans. Pitt brought in Frank Signetti Jr. to replace Mark Whipple as offensive coordinator. Slovis should put up numbers moving from an air raid attack to a more pro-style offense at Pitt. Another guy, I really like this guy. I got so high hopes for him, man. Defensive end, Davion Hayes. This former City League standout is finally starting to put it together. At the end of last season, Hayes had 3 sacks and 6.5 tackles for loss in Pitt's final 3 games. This is a big year for Davion Hayes, and I think he's up for the challenge. I'm predicting at least 11 sacks for Hayes this season, man. A couple game-changing plays. Another kid I'm going to have my eyes on, wide receiver Jaden Bradley. You got Jordan Addison Akron transfer Kanata Muntfield and Jared Wayne, they're pretty much set as Pitt's top 3 receivers. But that number 4 spot, it should go to Bradley. Last season, he played in 12 games as a reserve wideout. He had 9 catches for 129 yards, but he averaged 14 yards a catch. That's pretty impressive. At 6'4", 200 pounds, Bradley is a matchup nightmare for most corners. Coaches have high hopes for Bradley this season, and so do I. Good luck. Cornerbacks, MJ Devonshire and Rashad Battle. Battle at 6'3", 200 pounds, his size and athleticism has all the coaches talking. They've been talking about him all spring. Head coach Pat Narduzzi says Battle could play a key role in Pitt's defense. 6'3", 200 pounds, yeah, might be an Antonio Cromartie, Jason Sehorn type. As far as MJ Devonshire, he played in 13 games last season as a reserve corner. He had 18 tackles, 1 tackle for loss, 4 pass breakups, and 1 interception. I expect a major leap from both players. I love me some MJ Devonshire, man. Good luck. Pardon me. The USFL. The USFL is back. April 16th will be the first game. 8 teams and a 10-game schedule. All games will be played in Birmingham, Alabama this season. For the third time in 4 years, a new football league will try to stick around as a secondary football league to the NFL. The favorites, you ask? The favorites to win the championship in this league, you ask? You got the Michigan Panthers and the Tampa Bay Bandits. The Michigan Panthers, they're led by former Michigan quarterback Shea Patterson and coached by Jeff Fisher, used to coach the Titans and the Rams. Tampa Bay, they're coached by Todd Haley. Pittsburgh fans, they know all about Todd Haley, and they're led by quarterback Jordan Ta'amu. So here's some players to watch. First, you got wide receiver Eli Rogers. He plays for Tampa. Pittsburgh fans, we all know him very well. Rogers played 4 seasons for the Pittsburgh Steelers. 3 of those seasons, Todd Haley was his offensive coordinator. Rogers, he also was the go-to wide receiver for the DC Defenders of the XFL. Eli Rogers, he should make an instant impact in Tampa and be one of the top receivers in the USFL. Another guy, inside linebacker Scooby Wright. He plays for Birmingham. If you're a diehard college football fan like me, you know that Scooby Wright was the best middle linebacker in the country in 2014, playing for the Arizona Wildcats. He got hurt the following season, and his draft stock fell. I think he got drafted in like the 5th, 6th round. But Wright, he's played in the AAF, he's played in the XFL, and hopefully Wright can find his mojo and ball out this season in the USFL. Another guy, cornerback Channing Stribling. He plays for the Philadelphia Stars. Stribling, he had 6 enters and 15 pass deflections in his final 2 seasons as a Michigan Wolverine. He's been on a few practice squads. He's played in the AAF, XFL, and CFL. But he made an impact in all 3 leagues, and he should be one of the top corners in the USFL. Another guy, quarterback Jordan Ta'amu, plays for Tampa. This guy was one of the best quarterbacks in the XFL if you watch XFL football. Ta'amu he's bounced around from Houston to Detroit, Kansas City, and so on. Ta'amu, he's got some good weapons to work with. He should be one of the most exciting players to watch in the USFL this season. Now let's turn up and get lit.
Turn up and get lit. It's time to turn up and get lit, man, for real. Turn up and get lit.
Boxer Shakur Stevenson. April 30th, it's showtime, brother. Stevenson, you've been wanting this fight for a long time. Well, guess what? You'll get your chance at the end of the month. If you win this fight, you will be a unified champion. You beat Jamal Herring in October and became WBO Super Featherweight Champion. Now you could become the first unified junior lightweight champion since Marco Antonio Barrero in 2005. Stevenson, it's time to turn up and get lit and show everybody why you're the best junior lightweight boxer in the world. Let's go, Stevenson. I can't wait. And that'll do it for Platt's Point of View. See you next time. Have a good one. Out.
CJ on the